There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our weekly webinar. My name is Eben. It's nice to have you guys all here again. So, quick, short one, very simple, very straightforward. I think it's a very unique little device. We call this the Heat Pro thermal presence detector. It detects presence in the area, not spirits, just presence. So no, it's not some ghost hunter sensor. No. Well, who knows? I haven't tested it. If you know of any ghost or any spirits out there, maybe try it. Joking. Okay, so we're going to get into it and get a little bit more familiar with what device this is. And I actually have one here to show you guys a little bit, and we'll get into that just now. All right, starting off with, my mouse is not working, so let's see, there we go. So we're going to get familiar a little bit with all the content in there. I'm just going to slide through it and then get you guys used to it a little bit. So the point of this itself is a presence detector is where there's certain environments where this might come in handy, especially when it comes to privacy. It's a very big thing. We don't want cameras to look at us or notice who we are, but we want the camera to know that there's somebody there. We can use these type of technology in multiple different places, from like hospitals to old age homes to kids, children, schools, bathrooms, etc. I'm not saying per se you have to put it into a bathroom, but I'll get to that part just now. But there's a lot of places where this might be needed, right? So let's start off, first of all, with hospitals and stuff like that and where we might need to use this. So I just want you guys to have a look at this detector. This detector has the capability of counting how many humans are in that environment. It's privacy because it doesn't show you if it's a male or female, it just shows you the shape of the person. I'll show you a video just now. It also handles the temperature in that environment. So if it is a sensitive environment, it will work off the heat of that radiation of that person under the heat micro thermography side. We can also have a mobile app connected to it to make it easier for us to work with it. And then we also have Wi-Fi and a relay built onto it as well. So we can use it for so much more as an output trigger. So in the event that we want to have some sort of privacy and we want to know how many people are going in and out, as an example, we can calculate as an example for somebody going into a bathroom, and then we can say, okay, the person went in, but no one has come out in the last 15 minutes, which means either the person has a stomach problem or the person is on their phone and not actually working. This is in the industry a real problem. If you're a corporate person and you know in corporate companies, people start going to work, and as they put their stuff down at their desk, they go to the bathroom and they chill out for the entire day and they just on TikTok or whatever the case is, while you do all the work and they're in the bathroom. This is a serious problem in the industry at the moment, right? People get paid for doing the least amount of work. And we see this in our industry everywhere, and this is concerning, right? We know we can't have any cameras inside a bathroom, but for security measurements, there's certain things that can happen. I feel personally, if I can allow or push the school industry to use this in the bathroom areas, because we know how certain schools have bullies. Certain things happen in the bathrooms. The kids are smoking in the bathroom. Get where the heat is coming in. The kids are fighting in the bathroom. They are vaping in the bathroom. And I'm looking at my teenagers. And wrong stuff are happening there. So, and I'm not going to say anything further than what I can say that would happen in a bathroom. I'm sure you guys can use your own imagination. In our country, this is a big problem. We have a technical device that can actually be a source of helping that environment to protect that environment and protect our own children, right? Make sense? Okay. So just to give you an idea how that would look like, Yeah, I've got a little video just to show you the ceiling mount model. Sorry, I had some coffee. Where's the ceiling mount one? This is how it will detect people in that environment. You can see the blocks, the triggers. There's more than certain amounts of people there. So this can be used to not just let you know that they are, oops, whoa, the mouse went down. Sorry, guys. So it is not just to let you know how many people are in the room. It can also tell you, you know, if there's maybe a group where they're not supposed to be a group, or whatever the case might be. There's a lot of the information that we can pull from this. This allows us also to not just see the quantity, but see how long the time period they are in that room area, which is brilliant. If they are not supposed to be in that certain environment area, or if they are going into that certain environment area, let's have a look. Immediately it triggers. We can't see, we heard, obviously it's a lady, but we can't see out of the shape who they are. Are they male? Are they female? We cannot see any facials. We cannot see any indication of giving us an understanding of who the person is. Still keeping the privacy, but still having the security. This is a very small device. This is just brilliant. The newer models that we have available have with built-in radar. We can also do people counting, the privacy, someone falling down. So in an old age home where your grandma might be, and then something happens, she maybe gets out of the bed and she falls down. It's designed with an AI technology algorithm out of it to send a warning. There's an audible warning, there are communication through it, you have a mobile app, etc. If maybe the old lady or old uncle goes to the bathroom and they choose the time period that they are away from their bed, will also send an alert. Or you can have it where it's the bathroom, because again, you can't really see what the person is doing. It's a bathroom, you're supposed to be bathroom, and it's an old age person. So I don't think they're going to be romantic in the bathroom if they're very old. I don't know. I'm not there yet. But anyway, I'm sure you guys can understand. There was cases where even on other social media platforms where they have showed during COVID how this old lady, and I'm not sure, I can't remember the story correctly. I think it was in Carte Blanche. I'm not advertising them, but where the old lady fell down in the bathroom and she was there for more than a day until someone in that caretaking environment figured out that she was on the ground, you know, which is wrong. This is a small little camera device. It's just a measurement to help you to protect the people that you are looking after. So if anybody's in that industry, please use this. This is brilliant stuff, right? Just to give you an idea how that looks like and how that would work. Here we have a person, just imagine they're on the bed and they're getting out of the bed and they fall down. You can see the blue block around it for the trigger environment area. Person gets up and fall down, and it will go into red. There we go. Again, which is brilliant, right? If the person is maybe walking past and they fall down, who knows? Anything is possible. Look at this. That's the fakest fall down I've ever seen. Anyway, but you get the point though. It's brilliant. Okay. So if we look, there's quite a few models that are available. I think I've got the 17 here, or which one do I have here? Let's have a look. I can't remember. I wrote it down this morning. Yeah, the 17. I've got the second one. I've got this one. All right. So some of them have different options, like this one has falling down. This one has maybe if there's too many people or whatever the case is. There's a lot more that can be done. Right. Like I said, if they are away from their bed for too much time, I don't know how to put it correctly, for a period of time, away from their bed, out of their bed, it will send an alert. This is brilliant, but it's not just for that purpose. We also have that built-in audio as well. There are some of the newer models that you'll be seeing that we have in a similar category that are a little bit different. If you yell help, it will send out a panic. We even have other technology that we're putting in AI for different cameras now, even where it's hands up, and it will send through a panic. So we are today just concentrating obviously on the presence detector under the Hik Micro, under the Heat Pro thermography side. But yeah, anyway, moving on from there, pretty cool device. Just to get you familiar with the naming rule, starting in the front end, obviously that's a different device, but they are thermal devices. So just to give you the indication of what that would be, it's the lenses, right? They are small, yes, because they are designed for a room area, right? Some of them have the G5 platform. The G5 platform is very similar to the G4 that we have in our mobile units itself with the behavior analytics. Similar, same type of technology, just moved and more advanced. Some of them have built-in Wi-Fi or radar. As you can see, there is multiple different aspects that we have on them. All right, let's get to the next side of things. So like I mentioned, for healthcare, this is ideal. For sensitive environment for boardroom, to maybe look at it, there was people there, if there's any other risk, you know, because sometimes you can't have cameras in certain boardrooms or certain areas because it's sensitive, etc. So like I said, for us in South Africa, I would recommend definitely. I've caught a lot of people where I go into the bathroom like, dude, what are you doing? And the person is busy on their phone saying, I don't want to be at my desk because our line manager is giving him too much of grief, which is wrong. You're getting paid a salary. If you're not happy, then you take it up with HR. Do your job. Okay, sorry. Not here, I'm just saying previous companies. All right, moving on. So retail side, maybe where they're counting money, sensitive environments, but you want to make sure that somebody's in that room or whatever the case is. There's plenty of places where we can do that. Maybe banks. I know I've seen it in movies. I haven't been there myself, but I've seen in movies where they have different vaults and they pull out and they've got maybe some gold and some different passports for all the, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't know. Who knows wherever agent they are, this gives them privacy. Okay, cool. Moving on from that side. After that, what else can we say about this? All right, let's get into that setting side. So for the mounting itself, very similar, very simple, straightforward. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to open up mine so long while that is playing. So every time something plays, I'm going to open up my box here and pull it out and see what I can do with mine. Right, which is pretty cool. Let's look at the next one. It's got a Type-C connection. Is it playing? Oh, there we go. Just to give you an idea how that would look like from a better close-up area. I've got the same model here with me. If I can get the box out. There's no music or no sound, so don't worry. Handles that SD card in there. There's a reset button, and I cannot get the speaking box out. It's got a Type-C connection there to charge it if you need to connect it to your mobile phone. You can also have the Type-C connection in order to connect the power plug. And I'll show you guys how that looks like in a moment. You also get a little screwdriver, a little Phillips screwdriver. All right. What else do I have? I don't need that. There's a sticker in it. Don't need the box though. Let's look at the sticker. So normal sticker, one for ceiling mount. You might see a little bit small there in the picture, ceiling mount sticker, and one sticker for wall mount. Right. Anyhow, let's go to the next one. So mounting heights, just to give you that indication how that would look like. That will give you the idea of what it is and how it works. All right. Any questions? I'm not going to answer any questions. I caught you guys there. All right, moving on to the next one, just to show you how the installation works. Here we go. So this gives you the indication of the one with the built-in radar. And radar is something that we have mentioned in the past and we've worked with it. So yeah, and I'm going to put on the AI camera very soon and I'll show you guys the goodies that I have here. So I just wanted to get it all connected and ready by me. All right. Mounting it. I think it's pretty standard, but again, it's one device. So, you know, I want to at least introduce this to you guys, get familiar with it, know what the capability is and where we can use it. This is a device that wasn't very popular at all. It's not really pushed as much. I feel that it has so much more to offer compared to a lot of other technical devices. So I wanted to showcase this a lot more to you guys because for me, from a technical point of view, this is just brilliant. It's one little device and it does so much for you. And again, I think all of us are at that point where safety is the most important thing and looking after your loved ones, whether it's children or whether it's your parents and facilities where they get taken care of. You're trusting someone, you're trusting another person. We all know, we've watched movies, we've seen the news, we've seen the TV shows. You can't always trust everyone. That's the reality of it. So you put your faith in somebody. This is a technical device that you can put up. Again, it uses a Type-C, so you can set it up and at least you have some sort of control, giving the person in the room still privacy, the company still privacy. You can't listen in, but at least there's some sort of security measurement that you can use. Right. That was it. So just to show you the differences on this specific, the second generation one with the built-in radar, these are the mounting heights. These are the degree angles. This is what you can use it. Okay, straightforward. So also the configurations and the rules, you need to set them up. So just to showcase how that would be, so you need to make sure that you set up the OSD time, the alarm, the events, everything that you need. It's basically almost like a manual calibration that you need to set up according to what your requirements are. Right, there's no set rule. Moving on from there, just to show you that we can have it also connected to the mobile app. In order to do that, there is a sequence that you can press. I'm pointing with my laser. Anyway, let's go. There's a sequence that you can do. Step 1, right? Verify it with the code. Step 2, make sure that you connect up to hotspots through the wireless LAN. And thereafter, once you've connected up to it, then it's going to ask you to put in that separate password to confirm it. Once it's done, you have it on your mobile phone. Okay. Just to give you an idea also on the radar one, just to show you the temperature measurements, I'm going to show you a little video there. We customize it. We tell it what the degree angle is. We tell it what the time period would be, whatever the case is that you need to set up everything there. Okay. The alarm output or input, the primary, the secondary, whatever you would like to use. Scheduling the time, what time to what time do you want it to work, and if there's any linkages. Settings. Okay. Right. Critical. Okay. I'm going to move forward from there. Right. Just to show you also, normally you can also pull it in through, well, not normally, but you can also put it through ISAP5. So ISAP protocol itself from the device to your server or third party or whichever way through your network. But if you had maybe a normal nursing system, it will be the nurse, a light will come on, the light will indicate by the room, outside the room for a nursing home to show that the person needs help. If you've ever been in the hospital, they give you a little button with a remote. If you press it at the workstation where the nurses are, it will light up and give them an indication that you need help. The same goes for old age homes outside the bedroom window or outside the bedroom door. or even in hospitals as well. I know there's been one or two that I've been to, that it shows a light indication to show that someone in that room needs assistance. So that's an old system. With this presence detector, it is included. So it will also show a light. There's a relay output itself on it, and I'm going to show you guys how that looks like. And most importantly, thank you for entertaining my boring session. Was it boring? I think it's interesting. Okay, I'm talking to myself to a camera. I hope you guys noticed. I'm talking to no one besides a camera. It's creepy. Every single time I do this. Anyway, all right, I'm going to change my camera angle. Give me 2 seconds. It's the all-in-one. Stop share. There we go. And then we're going to go this one. Hey, that AI technology. All right. I just want to grab all the goodies here and then stand up and then move this camera a little bit towards this side so I can stand very nicely. And look at me, camera. Look at me. Hello, camera. Hello? There we go. Okay, so it's looking at me. All right. So just to give you guys an indication, so wall mounting sticker, it's there. Very nice. All right. And then we have the ceiling mount sticker that's there, or just the wall. That was the ceiling. This one is the wall. All right. So that's the wall one. Sorry, my bad. But it's the stickers where you can make the holes. All right. And then inside the packet, as normal, you get wall plugs, you get screws inside that packet, right? Just the normal packet with 3 wall plugs and screws. All right. And then you get a screwdriver. Yes, I'm throwing everything behind me. Don't worry, I'm the one that has to clean it up. The little screwdriver. So just to give you indication on that screwdriver, this is for the bracket. This bracket is obviously mounting towards a ceiling area. So this swivels around, so you can mount it wherever or even against a wall, or you can do it this way, where you can mount this little bracket, this one, to the ceiling, as you can see, right? There we go. So now I'm going to make it mount onto this because I want to indicate to you guys how that slides in. Come on. So it's very small, user-friendly, easy, and a little screwdriver, which is pretty cool. So this is the presence detector. Let me put this down here. There we go. So that's the presence detector. Here you have the slot for this is kind of difficult opening. Okay, screwdriver, open. There we go. Screwdriver down. Okay. There, can you see you have the little spot to put it in, and you also have a reset button there. What else can I say? It's got that special sensor there, if you can see nicely. There we go. And also at the back, you have 2 connections. One is a type C, and one is the alarm connection. So just to give you an idea on the alarm connection, is the normal lead that we have for your alarm connection, your A and B, and then your D plus and D minus. Those are the normal wires. They get plugged in there. So just like that. But I normally try and put it through this little part first, then plug it in, so that when we clip it in, it sits nicely like that. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys. Okay, like that. There we go. So now it's locked into place. And then, like I said, you also get for the power, you get the power plug lead, and then you get the type C connection. That will go at the back of it, there at the back. And can this come off now? Let me rather take that. Just to give you an indication, so that plugs in there, right? Normal type C with that power lead, right? Or if, like I said, you're not too sure about what's happening to granddad, and every time you get there, granddad has a little whoopsie in his pants and you don't understand why, you can obviously see maybe someone smacking him or something. Sorry, that's a mean joke, isn't it? So you get a little cable, USB cable, that you can put together without this little cable. just a USB cable. There's your sensor, done. So obviously you can stick this up. It's very light. So I can even go and say one step further by saying, if I had to connect this up with a normal USB and I'm worried about granddad, then I can take two-way tape, stick it, plug it in by a wall area, whatever. I know the cable is short. You're going to have to obviously get an extender or whatever the case is, or maybe a power bank, which should be fine if you want to spy or see what's happening. This is pretty cool though. Okay, done. All right, I hope that was entertaining. I'm just going to change my camera angle. It's looking at me in my room. So I hope you guys find this little present detector pretty cool from Hik Micro. Hik Micro is one of our departments, but a Hik Micro shirt on as well for the day. So thought it would be cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, please stay behind for the Q&A. Next week, we have how to do a reset, how to do unbinding. Yeah, I think how password reset and unbinding. That's it. I think that's pretty basic. All the different ways and all the different products, how you can do that. I have even some of my own staff that's going to join me for that station because it's pretty important. Everyone struggles and I have answers. Okay, so if you want any Q&A after that, please stay behind. If you're on the YouTube channel, see you guys next week, next time. And I never say ring the bell or subscribe and put the bell notification. I don't do that. Don't worry. Either you want to enjoy the videos or you don't. So anyway, keep well, goodbye, have fun, and see you on the other side.